Okay, so ladies, here go a few tips on how to respond to common things men say to us. If he say where you at, text back where you want me to be. It shows you can be submissive. Now if he texts you what do you want to eat, text back whatever you get is fine. It shows you're appreciative. And not only that, he can determine what he can afford. If he say he had a long day and he don't want to be bothered, you ask him if it's anything you can do to make it better. Even if he say no, make sure you do something anyway. If he come to you and say, babe, I want to start this business, this is what you do. You go do the homework on that business, get the full blueprint, then bring it back to him and let him know you're ready to help him start it. It shows you dedicated to wanting better for him. This one is the most common and the most hurtful. If you say, babe, I love you, but I need space, you're either doing too much or not doing enough. Pay attention to what you are and not doing and adjust them based on his reactions to each and every one of them. And he will see that you are willing to do what's necessary to keep him.
Man, listen, hey, on point. I appreciate what it is that she's talking about. This woman is describing a helpmate. Some of you ladies, I mean, we'll get into that. But before we do it, because it's a little bit to unpack. It's your favorite everything, JR Wisdom. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button along with the bell. That way you receive all the notifications for all of my future videos that have content like this. Let's run it up to 100,000. Quit playing with me. I'm the best. Yo, helpmate, she's describing understanding. This is a woman that's understanding and is really trying to contribute and really trying to understand her man and make something work instead of just shutting down and be like, fuck this dude. You know what I'm saying? Which we encounter a lot, or some dudes feel like they're out there alone, trying to make things happen, and they got to come home to a woman that's not even wanting to listen to them, or basically not even want to hear what he has to say. It's all about her problems. This is a unilateral relationship. Forget what you got going on. Forget if you had a bad day, all those other things. It's all about me, 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 me. Self, self, self. So I'm going to go ahead and go down the line on the things that she mentioned, which is just a few, but I think it's pretty cool that she mentioned those. So she's saying, where you at? You know what I mean? Which, dudes ask that, you know what I'm saying? If it's your woman, where you at? You know what I'm saying? And she comes back and say something cute, which is what she said, where you want me to be? Hey, chop, chop. No, I'm just joking. Where you want me to be, baby? I need you to come and see me. Come and see me for once. Come and see me. Nah, baby, come and see me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been wanting you all day. You got to throw a little bit of sex on there, guys. You know what I'm saying? To keep it flirty. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you on that type of time, baby, you got to keep it fun. Instead of why you worrying about that or, blase blah, where you want me to be? Throw some spice up in there for sure. I appreciate her saying that. What do you want to eat? This is a famous one, right? Women know everything except for what's good for them and what they want to eat. This is something that I always say. You know what I'm saying? And if she comes back and says, which is kind of rare, whatever you get is fine, that's a cooperative woman. That's a woman that's not asking for much. And unless you know that dude he eats some shit that you don't eat, which is completely different, and that's understandable. Or basically just tell him, instead of making it a long 10-minute conversation back and forth and trying to start an argument, just say, hey, babe, can you pick this up? I'd like you to get this. Instead of saying, going through the motions and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? Or just keep it funky. Whatever you get is fine. You know what I'm saying? And that may be shocking to some dudes. He may think you getting an attitude, but if you, just say, no, everything's cool. He like, whatever you get is fine. I'm trying to compromise. I'm trying to be cooperative. You know what I'm saying? It's not about being submissive. It's about being understanding. You know what I'm saying? And not just making it a further hassle about some food. Y'all end up eating the same thing anyway. You feel me? Long day. I don't want to be bothered and things like that. I think the only time fellas don't want to be bothered is when they're working, and a lot of times bros don't. You're working, or you're into a game, you're playing your video games, or you're watching basketball, football, whatever, sports, whatever have you, and you really don't want to be bothered unless you have your girl, which a lot of times, some women like to be included in those things. So, but a lot of you guys, a woman starts asking a lot of questions like, what does this do? What does this do? Because she's trying to be a part of your world in terms of that. Okay, what does first and 10 mean? Or, her asking just questions and things like that. She just genuinely sometimes wants to know, which is cool when a woman's interested. But like when she gets to the point, some of you guys get frustrated, she's interrupting the game. Have some understanding. Have some grace, have some patience. It's cool she's trying to figure out. But ladies, for sure, if you express interest in what a man likes without basically always bothering him, if you actually try to make yourself included into the situation and express interest, that goes a long way with the man as well. You know what I mean? So don't bother. I know I strayed off from the topic, but I've had a long day. I want to be bothered. Yo, give that man a foot massage. You know what I'm saying? Unzip his pants. You feel me? Ain't no man gonna fight you. What are you doing? Get off me. Nah, never in the history ever has that ever happened. No. So I mean, there's ways that you can bless a player if he had a long day. Sometimes that's code words. Baby, I had a long day. You know what I'm saying? Fix that man something to drink. What can I do? Do you need something to drink? Can I not even have to ask? Like, no man's gonna turn down a back massage or a foot massage. You know what I'm saying? And he would be so appreciative. But a lot of times, you ladies don't think about that. But just food for thought, man. It means so much. Just the simple things, rubbing the back. You know what I'm saying? Things like that, man. So anyway, next one. Bro, buddy starting a business. Unless you got a dude that's constantly talking about making things happen, he don't never make anything happen. A lot of you ladies are in relationships with dudes where you're doing the homework and he's just mentioning ideas and he never moves forward. But if you have a man that's genuinely trying to make something happen, he's genuinely trying to make something shake, that's dope. That is super dope. And if he has somebody that I had a conversation with my man Stilo. Shout out to Stilo. Right? He said to me years ago, it's very rare that you will come across a woman that wants to help you make money or help build with you. It's very rare. And he's not lying. A lot of times women are just like, unless you're like a Pookie or something like that, and she's trying to force you to work and you really don't want to work. But a man who's genuinely trying and he wants that, he's not maybe proficient in certain things. Sometimes you have to outsource some things. Sometimes you're not good at spelling. Sometimes you're not good at writing. Sometimes you're not good at marketing, things like that a woman may be good at, that she could assist with in terms of that. That'll be dope. Gucci Mane, everybody talks about Gucci Mane and his wife, how she did this, how she flipped the money. Kevin Gates, you have women like this that do these things that help the guy out. You know what I mean? It's not saying that you have to build a man from scratch, but if you have a man that's genuinely trying, help that man out. You know what I'm saying? Cut it out. Do the research, come back, try to bring it would mean a lot that, hey, this woman actually likes me. She actually cares about progression and leveling up and things like that. I know I do. You feel me? So I love you. I need space, or I need more. I need you to show me more attention. Things like that. I think both ways, if you have an understanding woman, that's dope. If you tell her you need space, that you got a lot going on, that says some things. And that, again, she can come back and say, what can I do to help? What do you need? You know what I'm saying? It's not basically that you just getting rid of her because you don't need to be in a relationship. But like, that's where communication is key. You, as a man, you shouldn't be stonewalling a woman. You know what I'm saying? Or if you need more attention from her, or you feel like you're not getting enough time from her, then that's understandable as well. But you got to understand, you can't be, hovering over a woman either. You know what I'm saying? So she just has to adjust, and that's where communication comes in at the end of the day. Instead of when a man, that's why some men are just, afraid to express themselves to you emotionally, because fear of you making fun of him, or you basically gaslighting, or saying things that he's like, well, I shouldn't have told her in the first place because she's not understanding. You have to be a person of understanding that's loving and approach everything from your heart space, and understanding instead of in your ego. So just my thoughts on that. But let me know what you guys think. I think that's a dope list. It was real quick. She touched on some things that a lot of guys go through. I don't know if she's actually, hopefully she is doing all these things she's talking about instead of just saying it. Because men don't ask for much. I had this conversation earlier. Men, we really don't ask for much. We really don't. Even the Pookies don't really ask for much. You know what I'm saying? So let me know. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up on Linktree to book a one-on-one with yours truly. Purchase all my books, merch, t-shirts. I got the new sweater, the Interstice, out. Make sure you purchase it now. It helps to support the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Right now, we're trying to run it up on there as well. Guys, listen. Much blessings and abundance. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. Listen, this is wisdom. Stick around for the next video that's about to pop up on the screen, and that's where I'm going to see you. I'm out of here. Peace.
It's God's beat maker.
And I don't know. I haven't put a light in the sky for the G's that done turn memory from go. Blessings we send to the ghetto youth.